Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here with Deniz Yusuf. Today we're talking about getting more rent roll leads using Facebook. Now, Dennis, we know we could do 8 hours training on Facebook, so it's going to be very difficult, everybody. Of course, we have to be generalized if we're going to squeeze this into a short training session like for 10 minutes. So, of course, we've got so much more on this and reach out to us, of course, but firstly, Dennis, why are we why are we going to grow using Facebook, and why is Facebook still relevant?
Well, it's still relevant because it's still one of the most commonly used formats on social media. You would almost say it's the first thing that people would say. It's using Facebook. Facebook's got so many different avenues to it. It's your online presence as being top of mind with people. And because Facebook's been around for such a long time, it's a lot more trusted than all of these new platforms that are coming up.
And I think particularly with the older generation, the people you're dealing with, the older generation is still on Facebook most of my time. When it comes to, if I'm going to open a social media platform, I'm going to go to Facebook first. For someone like me. And one thing I also like, Dennis, particularly with my profile, is I know if I can put out a good quality piece of content, a short video, something on a key problem, not just people that are friends with me are going to see it, but people outside, my followers are
Yes.
going to see it, and more. So it's
Mm.
pushing out to anyone. And I mean, Dennis, how many times have we had a problem or an issue, something we've been talking about? Of course, Facebook listens to everything. And suddenly someone with a post with a solution on that comes up in your feed, and you think, how did they know? Well, the algorithms know everything, and you're getting put in front of people that have those problems that may not know about you before. So that's what I love about Facebook now, particularly the profile. It has become a lot more powerful than what it has in the past when it comes to collecting followers and people that will become a follower of you as well. So let's move on. Step one. Now, everyone, we're just assuming you've got a business page. We don't want to get into how to set that up. We're assuming you've got a business, a Facebook profile as well. So we don't want to get into that. But step one, Dennis, is what's I think we've got here about info, making sure that's correct.
Well, you need to make sure that your about info is done correctly. Because so many times, Darren, I get friend requests from people, and in the real estate sector, and I don't know if they're even actually in real estate. And you click on their info because I'm not one that just accepts requests from everyone. And I'll click on it. It says they work at ABC Realty. You click on the link, and it goes nowhere. So make sure that you are showcasing that you are working for an office. If everyone goes to my Facebook profile, for example, Deniz Yusuf, you can click on IGT and it takes you to the IGT Facebook page. So it's the credibility that you've actually got a page. So yes, you should still have a page. And Darren, you're talking about likes and friends because the one of the about things you should set up is, do you have a professional profile? So Deniz Yusuf is set up as a professional profile so that I can have more than 5,000 friends, 5,000 followers, because just a standard profile only gets you to 5,000 and you're locked out. Now, on that note as well, don't lock your profile. If you want to be recognized and looked at and you want people seeing what you're posting, if you've got a locked profile, people can't see what you've posted. So, if that's the case and you're really private, set up another profile that showcases your real estate. So
Yeah.
it's really important that your about info feeds people to what you do.
Okay, and of course, takeaway out of that, everyone, is to make sure you've got a business profile and you've opened it up for business purposes. Okay, all right. Step two is, Dennis, what do you post?
Well, how much time have we got,
I
Darren?
know, and we've
Because
taught this stuff for years and years. Everyone, we've got hours and hours of this stuff, and speak to us if you want to get access to it. But
yeah,
in a nutshell, Dennis, again, we've been through this before. Well, what are the typical things that people can do that's going to attract prospects and convert into leads?
yeah. Well, in this, Darren, so we're about to rattle off a whole pile of things, but make sure that within these posts of what we're using as an example, you've got your personal things involved as well. You want to have your personal branding in there. You know, everyone knows that I love coffee because I'm always sharing photos of coffee, espresso martinis, affogatos, whatever the case is. And then I'll have a business post. So you've got your videos. You should be posting short videos or educational videos, behind the scenes videos and behind the scenes photos, birthdays within your business. You've got educational memes, right? A proper educational meme. It could be 10 things that a good property manager will always do, or, you've got your controversial ones. You've got your humorous memes, Darren. You've got reels you can do as well, which is, it could be something with music and, a day in the life of, or whatever the case. And then you've got your articles that you might be pushing out as well. If you're sharing a business post from your business page, something that you attended as well. So there's so many different things that you could be posting to social media. And this is only on a profile, right?
And it's all about variety as well, isn't it, Deniz? Why is a variety important?
Because if you're just posting the same thing over and over again, people are just going to scroll and they're not going to be interested. You want to keep people engaged and interested in your posts. So make sure that you are mixing it up, and then you'll find your pattern of what you want to do. And don't give up after 5 posts. This is something where you have to be consistent.
Yeah. Each day, every day, doing posts. Several posts a day. Okay, step 3. Checking in at venues. Tell us about that, Deniz. Why is it important?
Well, you are supposedly the expert in your local area. You need to be checking into the cafe that you're at, checking into a restaurant, checking into a venue, whether you're going to a school fete or a charity. And we've spoken about local communities and stuff like that before. Because Darren, if you are on Facebook and you check into a cafe that I like, that'll come up in my feed. Darren has checked in too, because what it does, it helps you reach the followers of the venue that you've checked into. And that's where it's really important. And the venue owner sees that Darren Hunter has checked into his venue. So that's giving you top of mind within a business community there as well. So it's really important. It's all about getting that higher reach, and utilize that venue's hashtag as well, because that also helps push out your algorithm, because you're telling Facebook who you're trying to reach in your posts.
Okay, step 4 is liking the pages, the business pages of your strategic alliances.
Well, strategic alliance is a whole video strategy that we've done as well. And if you're liking those profiles, when someone is on social media, they're on Facebook and they're scrolling through, it'll come up and say pages you may like, because of the algorithms of Facebook are really important. And if it's a local accounting firm, it'll say Darren Hunter likes Adelaide accountancy firm. So it's putting your name at top of mind, and the more people that you're following in your local community and liking, it's going to push that out to them as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, step 5, engaging and commenting on posts.
Absolutely. Make sure that, especially on those strategic alliance articles and posts that they've done, you want to be commenting and sharing and saying, wow, this is a great article. I'll give it to my clients, or I'd really agree. And even commenting on their clients that have commented on their profiles, because you want to be top of mind within them. That catches their attention. Darren, you know what it's like. If Darren Hunter is posting something and you've got one key person that's always commenting, they're top of mind with you, right? And then you're more likely to pick up the phone when they call you or they ask for help. Oh, yeah, this is Deniz. Deniz is always commenting on my stuff. Hey, Deniz, how are you going, right? So the trust is inbuilt there as well.
Yep. Okay, well, step 6, inviting strategic alliances. What's that about?
Well, you want to be inviting your strategic alliances to do posts together. We've spoken about educational videos that you could do together. running information nights, and that's where you do your cross posting and you post to social media together. Meeting a strategic alliance, you should be doing the one-on-one meetings. We've spoken about this in other um, posts, other videos. This is when you go to a cafe together, check in together, and take a photo together. So you're pushing it out there that, if I'm meeting an accountant and I'm in a photo with that accountant, and the accountant's clients see these posts on Facebook, it's telling his clients or her clients that you are their preferred property manager of choice. Right. So it's all about building trust and merging your likes and your followers together.
All right, step 7, running a community group or page.
So I love this one, Darren, because if you're running a community page, for example, you live in Adelaide, you could be running a page called I Love Adelaide. And a lot of local businesses are going to want to be involved in running this with you, other strategic alliances. You could run competitions, photography competitions. Why move to Adelaide? And you just have your soft logo. Don't push that it's a real estate agency running the page. You could just have a soft promotion with your logo at the bottom of it. Obviously, work with accountants, mortgage brokers. Get your radio stations involved. One of our clients did stickers. We love Albany. I love Albany, and they had stickers that went everywhere, and it had the professionals real estate agency logo on it, right? So
But it
you
was
could
on every
really
car, wasn't it, in town? Everyone really got on board with it. It was a great strategy.
Yeah, and it was on when they had the town fair, which we spoke about in another strategy, Darren. The police horse was there, and it had a sticker on the backside of the police horse, right? So it's that top of mind marketing, and it was that people love it, they trust it, and everyone had it on the vehicles, as you said earlier. It's everywhere. So you could run competitions, push local community events, and this is really getting your business brand out there through a community through a community page. Darren, you can also have a community group for your business where you might have all of your landlords in the group together and your tenants, and you're feeding them local information within a community group, just like we have the IGT inner circle for Facebook. Now, we've already spoken about Facebook groups or groups as a strategy, but again, it all falls into that Facebook.
Yep. Okay. Well, step 8 is feeding people to external links.
This is really tricky, Darren, and you've got to get it right. And you do this really well. We do it really well. Everything you need to be doing is always feeding people back to your real estate. What I mean by your real estate, that's your website. You own it, because you don't want to be reliant on Facebook or all of the socials, etc. You've got to feed them back. Now, you can't just share a link on the main post, because Facebook won't feed that to your followers. They'll block it down. So you've got to do a post, and it could be a download. Would you like a free copy of 10 ways of how to prepare your home for rent or for sale, whatever the case is? You put the link in the comments, because when they click on it, they'll get the download. It feeds them to your website. Could be a Calendly link. If people want information on how to grow their rent roll, I'll do a video. I'll have my link in the video, but I'll also put it in the comments, and that feeds people to your website, to your real estate.
This
Darren,
is where
you're
you've
the
got to have
market.
information pages. You've got to have stuff like with IGT, we've got books, just pay shipping. We've got all sorts of guides, and there's many times we've been in those big property management Facebook groups, and someone's put up a real problem. I know my book will be a solution to it. I've dropped it into the comments, and before you know it, a lot of people have been fed to it, and they're wanting that book. Suddenly, my book sales just go through the roof as people want it. So it's just putting relevant links with relevant downloadable information, being seen as the expert. Into those comments where the post is really getting traction and it's directly relevant to what you've got, and that's why you've got to have a lot of information pages on your website to take people to that. And of course, as you said, Dennis, your Calendly link, like for example, your Calendly link for this is leadmachinechat.com. And you've also got another one, growmyrentroll.com, and you're using growmyrentroll.com into chats and posts and comments and all of that, and people are dropping into your diary. So everyone external links done right works really, really well, feeding people from social media to your website and straight into your diary. So yeah, great one. So everyone, look, again, with this video, a lot of others with the strategies that we've been through, if you're just watching, you're knowing nothing's happening, you want to have coaching, whether it's group coaching or one-on-one, you want accountability, you want tracking, us to help you track your results, get in contact with us. Jump into Deniz's diary at leadmachinechat.com. Go and check out information at leadmachinesystem.com as well. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.